Hello, Mrs. Ontiveros. This is my sixth homework about the documentary by Michael Moore, Where to Invade Next. The first question was, what is democracy for you? Democracy is based on the freedom to choose the governors who represent us and look out for the welfare of people and citizens. So we are going to the next question. Um, how do you relate it to the documentary in our activities or class? Well, democracy is about being able to express their needs. It's about people being able to express their needs. But the reality is that the workers can speak out about what they need or what could be improved in the company. The workers don't have a choice. They either work or starve. So if people are not listened when they work, much less bother to ask for what they need from the government because they know that they will be ignored. Democracy is people choosing their rulers. In Portugal, people in prisons can vote, and in Mexico, people lose all freedom when they enter prison. Democracy creates a government that chooses how the population will function. Throughout the documentary, we saw several governments that have done well in implementing laws that help people to live without debt, to study for free, not to be stressed, to be productive, to be able to be citizens after going to jail. Also, there is free college, and they can enjoy afternoons, etc. And that is how democracy should work. The government should seek the best way for all citizens to do well in life. The third question was, what was the most interesting part for you about the documentary? Everything about the documentary was interesting. People in Italy have several weeks of paid vacations. People there look out for the human good because the welfare of the employees is more important than the economic end. In the United States, it is very rare to find jobs that offer more than 2 weeks of paid vacations in an average job. The French take lunchtime in schools very seriously, where children learn to eat, learn manners, to share, and to be helpful. The children eat very gourmet. Chefs prepare food at low prices when in the United States the food is uglier, unhealthier, and more expensive. The French pay a little more taxes than Americans, but it includes much more services such as college. In Finland, Finland's students are number one in the world. They have no homework because they should have more time as children or teenagers. They believe that the brain must relax. They have the shortest school courses and the shortest schedules, and still their results are the best. They speak on average three languages and don't take standardized tests. No one must inquire about schools. It is illegal to charge for education. The rich and the poor people are mixed. In Slovenia, they have no university debts. They spent 9 months on strike when the government tried to charge for going to university, and this works. Um, in Germany, the middle class people work 36 hours a week. If they get stressed, they can spend 3 weeks in a spa on doctor's recommendations. Half of the board of directors of the companies are workers, so the workers are taken very seriously. Workers cannot be disturbed on vacations and are not disturbed after working hours, so they are not stressed at all. In Tunisia, the government separates the religion of Islam, that is very strong, with laws. What happens in people's private lives does not concern the country. Women can choose their way of life even if they have uh, Islam as their religion. Then the next question is, how does it apply to Mexico? After watching the documentary, I realized that since the United States is so close to Mexico, Mexicans take their democratic way and their ways of working. The working hours in Mexico are getting longer and longer, like in the United States. In Mexico, democracy does not exist, and no one looks out for the good of society. The government only benefits from all taxes, and the voice of the people is not heard. People are tired of strikes and go with the flow. In Mexico, it is all about money and nothing about benefits for the people. The rich evade taxes and the poor do not pay taxes. So the middle class is the only one who loses out because they are the only ones who work without stealing. They pay taxes and are the ones who move the company. The last question was why or what is different in our context here in Mexico? In Mexico, the middle class is the one that works the most and earns the least. Working hours range from 8 to 16 hours, and people don't have time to spend with their families. To spend time with their families, the schools with the highest educational level are private, and there are very few public universities that are recognized, so it is increasingly difficult to get into them. In Mexico, democracy is based on money and not on the welfare of the people. In other countries, taxes are used to provide goods and services to the population, while in Mexico, the government used the budget for its own interests. And this must change. Thank you.